Welcome to Tush Twins, heard on malcolmpresents.com, a streaming platform heard around the world and beyond.
Beyond,
Beyond.
beyond into the
I'm trying to
universe.
sound like James Earl Jones and
So,
beyond.
he
And
had an
beyond.
I
amazing
know.
voice. His voice was just
That was the best.
talk about
The
golden
best.
Yeah.
super throat. I mean, the guy was just incredible, incredible. All
Yeah, he
those,
was.
all those commercials, all those
Right. All
movies, or
those
Darth
millions of dollars
Vader.
in well,
Yeah,
that deep baritone voice.
yeah, it goes way low. I don't know.
Look how
Well,
Ooh,
low
how
can you
low can you
go?
go?
it's like a Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
He's
He's
another one.
another
he's
one.
another one who has a good, a voice, who could speak and
Mine's
can.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman
Morgan
does a
Freeman.
lot of
He has the
voiceovers.
best.
Now,
He's like,
what's good on voiceovers? I used to produce commercials back in the 70s, a long time ago. But anyway, a voiceover can do, if he does several different voices, even on one spot, he gets paid for how many voices he does.
Mm-hmm.
And he
real.
does not get, or they do not get identified with the product.
No.
So
Well,
he could
now
do
they,
similar products.
I think they, well, now they make like tons of cash. You get a
Yeah.
He
commercial,
made
and
money back then. I've done a few
if
And
you,
voiceovers for Danskin
I mean,
and
I did
Mark and
commercial,
Lou.
two kids commercials, and I made money.
yeah,
I mean, back then, like $2,100 back then.
That
That
was
was like
good.
crazy. Of course, it was in a trust till I was 18.
well,
It
did they
was
take it
it.
out yet, or is it still earning interest?
No, it's long. It was in the Lincoln Savings Bank.
I
No.
Have you
remember Lincoln.
Lincoln?
You remember that bank?
My mom worked there till she got fired.
Right, right. The Lincoln Savings
Lincoln was
Bank.
my first bank. They had this thing with the public schools.
With the
Yes, they
passbook. Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, each week they would come and you put in an envelope. I think I put 50 cents a week or something.
Cents. Yeah, 50 cents for your
yeah.
Christmas fund. That's a Christmas club. But
Except
we
And,
all
well,
called it
we're
the Hanukkah
Jews.
Club.
Yeah, we
We
called it the
called it the
Hanukkah Club.
Hanukkah Club.
The Hanukkah Club,
actually,
boy.
for the money I saved, I bought my bar mitzvah album
Ooh.
Really?
because
Wow.
my mother didn't want to buy an album. We had something called, there was a 3D thing. They had like a little 3D
Glasses. Yeah, and a
the
viewer.
glasses, not guy,
The
a
viewer.
speaker, a viewer.
Right.
And they
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
gave you two slides and you put in there. And she loved that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was good. But my thing is, not every, that's only one person at a time can see it. I say, no,
Right.
I want my
Yeah.
album. And she said, if you need an album, buy it. So I bought it with my money from Lincoln Savings.
There you
All
go.
right.
Let's hear it for Lincoln. Now it's a Chase or something.
I
They
don't, I
they,
It's,
think,
they kept the Lincoln logo. They kept the Lincoln thing on the top. You
yeah,
know,
they still have that,
but
but
it's
it's
but it's
not.
it's Chase, I think. I think it's
I
Chase
think
Bank.
it's, I don't even know.
Yeah, someone.
I'm just so glad they kept the building because that's
Yeah, I thought that
ironically
they were gonna
beautiful.
like. Yeah, I thought they
well,
were gonna
I
like
don't know
Like
make
the
about
it,
the
Brighton Beach
building.
Baths.
knock it. The baths are gone.
And yeah, they're condos.
Condos. Oh God.
Yes.
That
And
was
they're ugly.
that was on Coney Island Avenue, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coney
Yeah, yeah,
Island
Lincoln
Avenue
and the
and Brighton
and
Beach
beach and
Avenue.
the
Brighton Beach
beach
Avenue.
Right.
and Brighton.
Brighton and Coney.
What was the other street? Was Ocean? What street was that? Not Ocean Avenue. What
No,
was the
Ocean
It was
Avenue.
street?
Brighton Water Court.
What was the street parallel, right parallel to the boardwalk?
Brighton Water Court.
That whole street was Brightwater Court? The
Yes,
entire
it
street
was.
from like First Street on?
Yeah, yep, Brighton Water Court.
Brightwater Court. Well, it makes sense.
That's what happened.
Well, I lived over there. I used to walk my dog on Brighton Water Court
Mhm.
all the
They had
time.
what
But
the
that
Second Street,
Park.
Brighton Second
the
Park,
Second
which
Street Park, right.
We
That's
all hung
where
out there.
remember the guy stole my bicycle from in front of my mom's store? And I
Oh,
remember I
yes.
was chasing him. I was running after him. I was gaining a little bit because I was fast at that point in life.
Yeah, you were very fast.
He got away, but he stole my bike.
well, but they have a
My
documentary.
Raleigh.
They have a
I
documentary
remember.
on that. The on the playground. You ever see that
Oh, the
one?
Second Street. I saw it.
What was it? The Boys
And
of
we knew
Second
a
Street.
lot
What
of
was it
Yeah.
them. The
called?
boys of Second Street
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah,
And
right,
it's
right.
based what everyone did. One was a junkie. One was
One was a junkie. Let's hear it. Woo! I mean,
We,
they show
oh my
pictures
God.
of people sunbathing with, we've mentioned this before with the baby oil
Baby
and
oil and the visor.
and the and the reflectors.
I
Reflection.
did that once
That
at
was like
Max's,
I've
and
done
my
it.
mother yelled at me.
It's called. It
Oh,
said it should be just called cancer.
Right.
Cancer, come here.
But
Woo!
no, I mean, thank God I did it. And
Uh,
I
I
just
did
keep on
it,
having,
and
yeah.
now as I got older, I have the brown spots.
yeah, I have brown spots.
I wear sunscreen all it's
I
cloudy
know.
today with a little bit of, it's raining here. It's been
Yeah, it was
raining for the
raining.
last 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was raining
But
when
it
I took
still
it.
has a little bit of lightness outside. So I have to wear sunscreen because I will get burnt
You
on
get burnt
today.
Yeah, but you
if
know
she.
something? Ultraviolet rays
Yeah,
penetrates even the clouds.
right.
Yeah,
That's
they
So
what you
do.
just
That's why I
said.
wear
Yeah,
right, so
sunscreen all year round in the
you get a
winter.
sunscreen
yeah. I have to get a new
you get a
one.
sunscreen. You can get a sunburn even though the sun is not out. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't
I
notice
always
that,
did. I always had to wear sunscreen all my
but us
life
Coney
when it
Island
first
guys do
came
that.
out. They didn't
Yeah,
have sunscreen till 1976. The first one was
Oh,
called
really?
UVal. Yes,
UVal. I remember
UVal.
using that
Do you
in
remember that? And
Florida.
I'm
Yeah.
I don't
yes,
remember
it
that.
was came out in 1976. I went to the Keys, Key Largo with my first husband. I put it on, and if it gets in your mouth, it was disgusting. It was the
Yeah.
most disgusting taste. But you put it on, but it wasn't waterproof in those
And
days.
no, it didn't last very long either.
No,
In
but
the water, it would come off.
I was on a boat, I got seasick, and I kept
Seasick and
praying.
sunburned, the double
Yeah,
S's.
I got sun poisoning. Wherever I sweated, my face and everywhere, I got sun poisoning.
I got burnt on my feet
I've done
in
that.
the Cayman Islands. It was not pretty. Literally, I Les had to tell me what to get at the pharmacy. I went to the Cayman Island pharmacy. I said, "Do you have bloody blah blah?" And they had it, and
Yeah, well,
it helped. I don't remember what
well,
it was, but it helped.
aloe works very well.
Yeah, this was something else because he actually examined, and I had to show the phone, and he looked at it and he looked everywhere and he goes, no, no, the aloe ain't gonna do it. This is way past the aloe. So, he was
We
right.
didn't know about
He
aloe
was
back
right,
then
isn't that?
either.
I'm saying he was right. That's like, when he's in
Why?
doctor mode, he's different. It's Dr.
Believe
Les
me, Dr.
versus
Dr.
Dick,
Les.
Dr.
Dr.
Les,
Dick,
Dr.
Disco Dick.
Disco Dick. He used to, but when he's in like doctor mode, it's like it's a different. It's different. He's different. He
Yes,
goes into doctor mode, and then when the minute he's off doctor mode, he's like,
Yeah. No, I've only met him once, but I
right,
know when I'm on the phone with you,
yeah,
when I have something, they talk about something that's uh, annoying me physically.
right,
He'll
right,
get on the phone, and it's a
right,
totally different person, a different
right.
voice,
he is a
different
Exactly.
different
personality.
person, but
Uh,
it's like my
and-
husband who sometimes, well, my husband has dreams about Les.
uh,
He has
we know.
dreams
Let's
about
not go
Les.
into that, please. Oh my God, why did you say
Uh-oh.
that? That sounds so weird.
I
Has nothing to do with anything
sleep.
physical.
No, he would no. He had a dream about he and Les talking about religion. And he woke
Okay.
up, he goes, "Where's Les?" I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I was just talking to him about religion." I go,
Yeah,
"What?"
well, I
I
didn't even
called
know. And then
Maxine
she called me and I'm
immediately.
like, what am I supposed to say to this? This is like weirder than weird. It's
So
like,
funny.
so I don't know. I'm like, okay, so
Well, I know what's strange lately. I've been having dreams about
yeah.
Mm.
people like I knew when I was in my teens, but I'm dealing with them now. Some friends, some not so friends, but they're involved in my dreams. And I
Really?
wake up and I say, what is Ronnie doing in my dreams? I haven't spoken to him for 70 years.
You know, it's so, well, you
Yeah.
have you're thinking about the Second Street Park. I don't know,
Maybe.
you know.
I have dreams, but Pierce never calls me back.
Him, I've had
I had a dream.
yeah, sometimes
Pierce.
sometimes my dreams are like, okay, and then sometimes they're so real, like I feel I could jump into
Yeah.
them. Can I
Yes, me
be
too.
in the place that they're occurring, especially if it's like a beach or somewhere,
No beaches for me.
I love the
I'm in my
ocean.
Austin Martin.
I have
Aston Martin.
I have dreams that are very beach, very
Me
water,
too.
beach. I don't
Mm.
know if anybody out there want to interpret those dreams, let me know. Because
Okay.
I don't know.
Contact it's Malcolm Presents at gmail.com.
Right, just let me know
And
what
Pierce,
it
if you, I know
means.
you're in love with your wife. She's
Right.
beautiful, Keely. She's great. I know you two are so in love that you can
But
always call and say hi.
Okay, you know what I have to say to you? Mine,
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 mine.
mine.
well,
Uh,
you know the joke
it's
with
mine, mine.
you know the Woody Allen joke.
What's that?
He
Well, there's a lot of them.
no,
Which
no,
one?
but
Yes.
he goes he has been going to a psychiatrist for 20, 25 years,
Hmm.
and finally he says, "Doc, what's wrong with me? Could you tell me what my problem is?" And the doctor said, "No, you know I can't tell you that." He said, "I've been coming here 25 years and I'm spending, so many hundreds of thousands of dollars. What's wrong with me?" The doctor said, "Okay, maybe." He said, "Your problem is, Woody, is you're in love with your raincoat." And he said, "I'm in love with my raincoat?" And Woody Allen just gets angry, takes off on him, and says, "After so many years, that's all you could tell me?" He said, "In love with my raincoat? That's crazy. Maybe I like my raincoat, but not love."
No, I like my raincoat, but I don't love the
You don't love
raincoat.
him.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
he can open the
Okay.
raincoat and go la
Go.
la la la
right.
Walnetto, but that was
Surprise, surprise.
Martin,
Yes.
that
what's his
was
name?
Dick Martin and
Rowan and Martin Laughing,
Martin, yeah,
and
yeah,
it was what's his
laughing.
name? He recently passed away. Passed away last year.
Artie
No, the
Johnson.
Artie,
Johnson,
Yeah,
right? No,
yeah, Artie Johnson.
was it
La
Marty?
la la la. Was it
Marty
Artie
Johnson?
Johnson?
It
It's
was
Artie Johnson
Johnson. I don't
It was
know.
Artie Johnson.
and Ruth Bussey.
Artie Johnson, not
I
Yeah,
Marty
said
Johnson.
Artie. I
Oh,
said Artie.
I thought you said Marty.
no.
No, Artie.
Potato.
Artie.
Yeah,
Potato.
And Ruth
potato.
Bussey, where she used to hit him over the head with a pocketbook.
Yeah, we just lost
Yes.
She's the
her.
one of the
Damn.
best.
Yeah, yeah, I know, and also, but she would hit him right. He would
Mm-hmm.
say
With
something,
a
he would do
pocketbook.
something with the pocketbook. I know she was
That was a
hysterical. She
funny
was
bit.
so that I loved that
The whole
laughing
group
was
was
What,
laughing
what,
was excellent. It
that
only
was
lasted 2 seasons.
I know it should have
sock it
been
to me, sock
more.
it to me. That's
Yeah, it
Goldie
should be.
Hawn.
It's like the
Talk it
Smothers
to
Brothers
me. This, yeah, the
because
Smothers Brothers was great, but they
because it
took
was
them off the air.
political because of the
And
politics,
nowadays is nothing.
you
Today it
know.
would be like the biggest TV. It would
Oh,
be
but not
on
anymore.
cable.
Now it might go off the air if it's political.
Yeah.
Well, well, wait, see if
Orange
what's his name?
Mussolini would kind of make sure that would happen.
Are you
But what
kidding me?
about what's his name?
The
John
networks might
Oliver.
go off the air.
John Oliver's on HBO, which is cable, and I think they protect their people better. But mainstream media, look what they're doing to 60 Minutes.
Yeah,
They want to
CBS.
get rid of it.
They
The
can't.
best
That's the
report they
best.
can't. They can't. If
Why they want to
the
get
head
rid
of
of it?
Paramount says you're going, it's gonna go.
Well, they can't, but where they put the pressure is because the FCC has to grant them license.
No, well, they want to sell. Paramount wants to
Right.
sell to Skydance or something,
But they
and
have to,
Redstone, the daughter, wants to sell it for billions of dollars and wants to get the FCC to okay it.
yeah.
But the problem is that
Who
now
controls the
Orange
FCC?
Cheeto and the rest of the band of whats want want it out, want it gone because
If
they
they
are
get that, Dennis will be heartbroken. It's 60
heartbroken.
Minutes and Sunday mornings, his two
Those
favorite
are
shows.
right, but they're trying to get rid of it. And Scott Pelley this week, oh my
Hmm.
God,
Oh yeah.
he was unbelievable. He
I didn't
just
see it
tore it. Look up
really.
Scott Pelley and read.
Capelli.
You
He
go
was
on
Dennis,
YouTube.
Wake. He was the speaker and at Wake Forest
I love,
College,
yeah,
and he did a speech,
I
and
gotta watch it.
it will knock your socks off, really. And now here come the Pope.
Here come the Pope.
He's having a whole thing at the White Sox Stadium in Chicago on the same day as the parade on the 14th of
Well, I
June.
don't. I keep on saying the thing that are they still doing that parade,
Yes,
that military parade?
yes.
Because I keep on seeing in Facebook, but Trump said it's not a birthday celebration.
It's what you see on Facebook 9 out of 10 times is probably not right.
Right.
Okay, there is real. You really have to
I
source
saw it on
what you
TV. I
see.
saw Trump say, Orange Cheeto say, I can't even eat Cheetos anymore.
Isn't that
Ugh,
terrible? Poor. I
and
feel
I
good for
love them.
Cheetos.
I used to love those,
Yeah, I used to like Cheetos too. I don't know so
Cheetos?
but
much.
I can't eat it. But you know what? Oh, before I start, they have a new M&M. Maxine, have you tried the new M&M?
Well, I
The
am
new
MM.
M&M.
So what
It's
is?
called peanut butter and jelly. Oh,
Ooh.
sorry, everyone. I had to come out with that one.
Did you try it?
Yes, I did. And oh my
You bought it in the
effing
store?
Lord.
Where'd you get it?
Yes, ShopRite.
Oh God, that's gonna
It
be
is
my
so
fall.
good.
It's gonna be my downfall.
I bought a bag
Unbelievable.
today and
Yeah.
I tried it. It's
And,
so good.
and 25 pounds later.
So
Yeah.
I'm one of those people eat two
But
every
she
2 days.
she can't. She'll eat like one or two, and that's it.
Oh, I
That's
cannot
too
do that.
much.
She can't
See,
eat like a bunch of them because she got to watch herself. But
I,
yeah,
I,
but
yeah,
I don't, just so I
I
have a
have,
taste. I just love them.
yeah,
I
yeah.
had one.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
I
God.
there was first of all, there's no way I'd be able to eat one. I
I
would
did and it
probably
was
eat
yummy.
like four,
10, 20.
maybe. No, well, no, no.
I
I
could have
would never.
eaten the whole
I
bag
can't.
if it
I
was,
I gotta check my one of the stores here that gets it and see if they
well,
the individual bag or a big bag.
it was like a medium bag, like a
Oh,
race party size bag.
oh,
I could eat like,
that would be bad if I bought that. That would be not.
like some people say,
I
Would you
oh, let
like
me,
to see them? I bought it here.
oh,
oh, you
All
have
right,
it?
everyone. Yes. Stay where you are, everyone. I'll be right back. Talks
Okay.
amongst yourself.
okay.
Here's the subject.
What?
Trees.
Trees. Well, no, you have to be in on the trees,
No, no,
but
no.
Okay, I'm
Actually, we
listening.
have to talk about your TV.
yeah, my
Yes, talk about your
TV.
TV.
I got my TV. My TV started going dark, and I had it for like 10, 12, 10 years at least. And then it would go dark every 2 minutes. So we could, every time we're watching a show, it would go dark. The sound would be on, but it would go dark. And it was like, got to get a new TV. So we went to a couple of places, and finally I didn't want to buy it through Amazon, but we bought it through Amazon. And we get it. And we're supposed to get deluxe package that they bring it in, they take it out of the box, they put it on your, they put it on the media center that you have for it. And when the guy came in, he goes, I don't have orders to do that. And I'm like, I have it on my computer. Here, this is what it says. Free setup, free deluxe setup. He goes, I don't have the order to do that. I have to call my supervisor. He calls the supervisor. The supervisor goes, I don't have that order. I said, it's on my screen. We went on for hours, and then finally they said, oh, well, let him take it back and then we'll redeliver it when we get the order. And I'm like, you've lost your minds. Seriously. And long story short, I kept it. I said, I'm keeping it. But then when we finally opened it and put it together, um, quite honestly, the user experience or the UX sucked. Totally sucked. So now I don't know if we're gonna get keep it or not, but they said that if we keep it, they'll give us take off $150. So
Keep
we'll
it,
see.
keep it.
No, tell them you
You know,
want 300 off.
so um
Yeah, that's not enough.
I know, and that's plus 50, so it's 200 total.
Yeah.
No, you want 300. Here,
Three.
peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, here.
Oh my
Oh my God.
God. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. I'm gonna get it today.
And
That's it.
16 pieces was only
How many count? How many?
150 calories for 16
Oh, that's
pieces.
not terrible.
No, this is what they look like.
Um,
What are the calories?
what she just said.
150, 16 pieces equal 1 ounce equals 150.
And how many ounces in a bag? 1 ounce?
Um, oh, I just had another one. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's the total ounces?
8.6 ounces.
Wow.
So
Mm,
8.6. How much to an ounce?
150 calories.
Okay, so 8 times 150. You ate one of those, you're eating
Wow.
Oh, it's so
Or
good.
The whole
1,200
that's
calories.
a party bag. That's a bigger bag.
It's called a sharing bag.
The sharing.
This will last me for at least a month
Oh,
or more.
last you because if you're eating two at a time, it'll
That's it.
last
Yeah.
you.
I enjoy it and I get the
Give you
taste in my mouth.
give yourself a yeah. It's
Yeah, but with me that would last about 15 minutes max.
the whole bag.
I
It's
get a box of Malamars every year, and the whole box will last me 2 months.
Well,
there's how many are
that
in
was
there?
I love
No,
Malamar.
I wouldn't. Malamars would not last. I would eat one. Les would eat the rest.
How do you eat Malamars?
I just
I
put them
bite
in the
into them.
freezer. I put them in the freezer.
No, I like when they're soft.
It's what I do is I take off the outside chocolate from the
Mm. You
marshmallow,
eat them off, and then you have the
How do you
marshmallow
even
cookie.
do that?
and and
Oh,
and
I've
and,
done it.
and then I have the
What?
marshmallow on the layer of cake.
Cookie. Yep.
I separate that with very
Oh,
gently with
no.
my tongue, and
You're
I take the
weird.
marshmallow off. So
Sorry.
now I have a marshmallow and
That
the cookie.
that's that's crazy. That's
Boy,
That's
crazy.
how do you eat corn?
oh, I eat one
How,
row at a
I
time.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I go with the row.
do you eat the
No.
bottom row or top row or change?
Who does that?
I do.
Me, because I
Why?
enjoy corn so much. But know what I do? Because
Nah,
Dennis can't eat
I
corn
got
off the cob. I cut it down off the cob for him.
No,
I
no,
can
no,
eat
I eat
corn.
it on the cob and I eat a couple of rows at a time.
no. I eat
It's
one
not
row at
just
a
one row.
time.
I eat one
No.
row at a time. And I break it in half and I suck out
You
the
take a
juice.
nice bite and you get it. It's like
No,
it's
I
just
just I
one
want more
row. It's like
corn.
this little row. It's like, "Eey,
It's
you
it's
guys are
delicious.
weird. I'm
It's
sorry.
Yeah,
delicious.
You're weird.
we savor the
I
taste.
savor it.
So I talked about my Amazon stupidity, but
Yeah.
Okay.
now I had something else happen today.
Uh-oh.
I got
What?
this weird um text that
Yeah.
purportedly said it was from Apple.
Oh, okay. I got one from
And
McAfee.
uh well anyway, I got one from Apple except being the person I am, I was suspicious that it was actually from
Apple.
Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that it was suspicious and I called Apple. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I never called the number.
Oh, you
Never
never call those
you
numbers.
get you get this well, I don't know if you can see it,
Can't see it.
Can't
but
see it.
anyway, it's I knew it was suspicious because on the top of it it has the name Alyssa Molinov Navi T 9572 at outlook.it. Is that Apple?
No.
No.
Yeah.
And it says Apple ID alert, just so people know that they should not, especially elders tend to do this. They tend to think it's actually real.
I
It
know.
says we've observed potential fraudulent behavior associated with your Apple ID, and it gives a case number. And it looks official if this includes a pending Apple charge at the Apple Store in Orlando, Florida, like I've been there of late, and unauthorized login attempts and suspicious Apple Pay activation. I checked my Apple Pay and there was nothing there. And so I'm like, call the customer service number, which is not their service number. 844-5 it's a number. So anyway, I called up Apple to report it. Uh
Mhm.
and the guy they were very happy I called them because it'll the more people call them, more they alert, and they actually will be now investigating it,
I got
but
the same thing with McAfee.
it's not real then.
It's not real. And it came from Sabi, and
Sabi.
they're charging me $611. And if I think this is wrong to call this number,
Right.
I also
and I
get
went,
PayPal.
no. Oh, I
I
get
also
PayPal every other day.
they
I just go,
every
I
other
don't
day
do
pay, like what, I don't even do PayPal, so what
I
are
don't
you
do
sending
pay.
me? So but the whole thing is like they said people get mixed up, they think it's real, they call, and then
Uh-huh.
they get their identity. And then
They get
there's
the oh,
identity theft and they could completely ruin your life. Literally.
yeah.
They can take money out of your bank. There's instances on the news of late where people took three, four, five
And
hundred
they're from
thousand dollars.
Russia, they're from
No,
Yeah,
you know,
Bulgaria,
China,
yeah.
China,
yeah.
but big in Russia,
Russia
big
is, I
time
think this
Russians. They're
is,
number one.
yeah, they're number one in something. They're number one
Hmm.
in this. How to, but
They're
yeah,
number one.
so the lesson in this is just you really got to be careful because everything now is so topsy-turvy and they people try to get away with stuff and it's these
Well,
crime syndicates,
people get nervous. I constantly get emails say, so much and so much has been purchased, against your name, and we're going to ship you this, and I've never done anything.
Right? It's a
You
fraud.
just ignore it.
If this is not yours, email
Call.
us,
Well,
Yeah, you don't want.
the good
and you get
the,
nervous.
the good thing if they text you, you can report and delete. So this report will go to Apple.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
they'll so in addition to the report I gave them, there's a second report, which is the one I sent. And the guy I spoke to, he was a really
Spam.
nice kid. And it was no, he said there's people who do this. This is what they do. It's not just spam, it's
It's
people
what they do
trying
for a
to
living. They make a fortune out of it, these
yeah,
people. There's
well,
some
and
kids that are like 16 years old doing it.
these were like the kids in Doge. They
Hmm.
had 18-year-olds. And they all know our uh social security number and bank information and everything. If you think that right now they don't have everything on everybody and you and me and everyone else, then you're cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh,
they have it. I think it's the Israeli has a system that someone can pass you with a cell phone and just run the cell
take
phone against
everything off.
you,
Yeah.
and they can get all the information.
There's a new wallet out where it's like a little metal. It's very thin, and you put your credit cards and stuff in there.
And it blocks
And
it.
yeah, blocks it.
Is it with an
And I
AirTag?
have, yeah, and I also have
Do you have an
this
Apple
special.
AirTag?
No,
You
I
should.
have Samsung phone, but I have this case. They can't do anything with this case on it.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Well, so far, so good.
And
They have everything on you, so it's hard to imagine that whatever you might do to stop it, you have to go to levels that you can't do.
yeah,
And
I
that's
know.
just,
major corporations are trying to protect them, and and protect their information, and you always hear about some of them being raided. Major corporations that have huge. Uh, okay, give me one of those.
yeah, I gotta go get that. When I go I have to go pick up I need to
Here,
get
Malcolm.
carrots and onion.
Yeah.
I need to make
No,
some
the
soup.
big
Open
game is
mouth.
Throw it in.
that used to be a big party game, throwing the M&M
Right. Oh yeah, baby,
and,
you
so- yeah,
catch
catch
all
it in the
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's just nuts. We
Oh my God.
never spoke about the trees. We're gonna have to do it next time. I'm
The
I
thinking
just
how
have
trees.
to
much
tell
work
you, I
of the
had
tree.
my third one. Oh my God, I shouldn't have had it.
You
It's
went
so
over
good.
your two limit. I
I
don't
went
know.
my limit, so I won't have any in the next 2 days.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
No,
take a bet.
I
Would
don't.
you like to take bets on that, Malcolm?
Truthfully, no,
What
I
is it?
don't.
You call FanDuel or Caesars. Take a bet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about the Knicks either.
what?
Anyway. Yeah, no, I didn't even bring it up to E. My son is on his way, your godson,
I saw the picture.
to his bachelor
Oh,
extravaganza. That's what
yes.
that's what he's calling it. And it's his bachelor party weekend. Well, he's working. He worked today. He's gonna work part of tomorrow, but he can work remote, so he was able to work, away. But and his
Was
10
he
buddy
down in, he's down there
Charleston.
already, Charleston?
No, no, he's on the plane. I don't
Yeah.
think it took off yet. It was taxiing, but I have to look. But anyway, so he took oh no, it is en route. Okay, so they took
En
off.
route.
Yeah. So he wrote I showed you it had groom to be on, he wore a sash. He was
I
wearing it
saw
in
it.
he was wearing it in the Delta Lounge. I was cracking up. He said, I only did it to take the pictures. I said, did anyone say anything? He goes, no, I took it off. It's like, he just wanted
Did he
to
go
take
by himself
he went by
right
himself.
now? Oh,
No, he's meeting his friends. They're all coming from all over the country. There's people from California, people from
is Ryan meeting?
Maryland,
What's his friend? What's her? Steve's
Ryan,
son,
Ryan,
Steven. What's her name?
Are,
Son?
are the people from Finland
Cheryl.
No,
coming?
no,
No,
no, no. The
Cheryl passed.
I know she passed. I know she passed.
No, no. He lives in China.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
not coming to the wedding.
he's not coming back.
Oh, he's not.
And I think if he came in, he'd never get in or out. I don't
Best
know.
customs.
I mean, that ain't happening. But anyway, his best man is Ryan. That's
Yeah.
and then he has a best-ish man
Best dish
because
man.
Ryan they just had he and his wife had a baby. So the baby's like 2 months old, but he's like, no, I'm going. He said, Julie, I'm going.
I've been
It's like,
to birthday parties, but I've never birthday parties. I've been to bachelor parties. I've
Parties,
never
yeah.
had one where they had strippers or hookers.
well, I
No, we
know they're
didn't.
gonna. I don't know where they're going, and I don't want to know where they're going.
All I
I
see them
told
on, or even all I see is on television shows or
I,
movies.
I don't know. They have weekends now, like
Yeah,
We
but,
didn't
3 day
have that
weekends.
when we were kids. We didn't have that when we
He's
first got
been
married.
to Montreal, Mexico, Houston. I mean, not Houston, Austin,
Austin.
New Orleans.
he got rich friends.
He's been to like 7 of them that are no, that somewhere out of the country. I mean, what?
God bless
This is.
him.
I mean, this is what they do
I've
now.
heard
It's
of the
like.
destination weddings, but I haven't heard of destination bachelor parties.
Oh, they have
That's what they
Finland.
do now. That's what
they
they
have
do all the
destination
time.
bachelorette parties. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And
Sure.
where's she going? Is she going to
She was in Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah. They
Was
had
she
she had
born here or was she born in Finland?
Finland.
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 Yeah. We're going out there next month,
Hmm.
so that should be interesting.
Anyway, guys, what did you want to speak about this?
We
Trees.
didn't hit trees, so we have it for next time.
You never
Okay.
hit a tree. Trees are nice. Don't hit a tree.
Trees can talk to each other.
They
You
do.
know the song I talk to the trees and they listen to me, but the trees talk to each other.
Well,
To each
the
other.
roots
Yes.
do.
Communicate to each other.
The roots do.
The roots, the trees, everything. It's a whole thing. Read the stuff
Yes.
I sent you. It's really
It's
cool.
amazing. I knew all
Well,
about that before because
Yes.
I'm a tree
And we'll
hugger.
listen to some of
the
our shows. Many shades of green.
Many
We talked
Shades is
about
on
that.
tomorrow. We're going to talk about
What are we talking about?
we're talking about less lawn, more life. Trying to get people to
That's
have their lawns more natural. So, and
well.
use
And people say, but you should also talk about the bees because people around here go, "Oh, I'm going to kill these bees," and they're looking
yeah.
at these wasps. Kill them. I don't
If there's
care.
no bees, there's no life. You
No life.
understand? If
You
they
need
keep
the
this
bees.
pesticides, they're killing the bees.
But bees don't bite unless they're attacked.
Right.
But
Well, I have a
they
hornet in my house.
pollinate. A hornet is
Hornets are
bad.
something different,
I can't,
and
it's
wasps
stuck
are
in my
different.
window. It's buzzing like crazy, but I don't know what happened. I wrote Les. He probably thought I was like such a baby. There's a hornet. I
Oh, I
closed
just
the,
take my spray and kill them. Sorry.
I don't have spray, but it's stuck in between my window. I don't know how
Oh,
it got in there.
Well,
And then the insulation for the air conditioner, so he's trying to get it through that. And it's
oh,
going
oh.
well,
It'll be gone.
I don't
next
know.
week, let me tell you about the nest of hornets I had in the house. Anyway, guys, our
Me
time
Wow.
is up.
too.
Well, the only hornet I want to know is the green one. All right.
Our
The
time is
green
up. I will
hornet.
see you next week.
Ciao,
Remember, you're
babies.
listening to what are you
We're
listening to? You're listening
we're
to the
listening to
Tush
the Tush
Twins,
Touch
Twins
twins.
on
heard
Malcolm
exclusively
Presents.
right.
Yes. All right.
And if you need any, if you
Bye.
want to get to, it's Malcolm Presents at gmail.com. Any
Right.
comments or
Let it.
anything you want to talk about, or if you want to get on the show.
Yeah, we're looking
Yes,
for
come on. Well,
guests. We have
we're
to have
looking
some
to
Bye.
book
guests on.
guests.
We're gonna get guests.
Variety. Bye.
Ciao.
Shalom, Maine.
Peace.